What's going on, party people? Roundup, real estate roundup, homies. Good afternoon. Greetings to you today. Greetings to you. Come on in. Such a wonderful being in your presence. It's an honor to be in your presence. Who is that? George Farrell. What up, homies? Looking forward to You're going to be deploying the lease options, lease purchases. I'm happy about that. So we're going to get into some of that right now. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. YouTube Roundup homies. It's my honor to bring to you today. I'm opening up the Subject to Lease Option Workshop. If you don't know me, I'm Chris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. In doing that, I want to make sure that you understand there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do real estate. If you're anything like me, you probably did the wrong way for starting out. So me too. I did it the wrong way from 2004 to 2010, 11 ish. I did traditional rentals. I tried to go out there and get home loans. I tried to get mortgages. I tried to go do down payments. I tried to turn in my bank applications, run my credit, all that mess until I got trained with the good word of real estate investing the right way. And today I want to share with you that. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to be covering, I am opening up right now. I'm opening up the subject, my subject to lease option workshop. What is that? What is the subject to lease option workshop? Well, subject to lease option workshop opens right now. So I'm going to show you sub two lease option. Oh my Lord. Creative real estate financing, creative real estate investing. If I had not learned these strategies, you would not be hearing from me actually right now today. Okay. So all of our members, thank you for hanging out with us. It's just, man, I'm so thankful and I'm humbled and I'm honored that you allow me to share with you. So the subject to it's a lease option workshop. It's a 2-day workshop. The first day is dedicated to getting you in. So I've done this in the past. I wrapped it all up in one day, and I think that I'm just giving you too much data. So one day, the first day is how do we get into these properties? How do we get into them without having to? Well, let me start here. Let me get into them, and then the following day, Friday, that's where I'm going to show you how to get out of them. We don't go in how we go out. We don't buy how we sell, right? We don't sell how we buy. So I'm going to show you how we get into these crazy deals because I think that real estate is reserved only for the ones that have trained themselves to learn how to buy real estate. Have you trained yourself? I know for me, I didn't. I thought the only way to go to buy a piece of real estate was get a realtor and go to the bank, the mortgage company, and sign for a loan. I thought that was being in real estate. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. This doesn't work like that. That's what I thought was real estate. Then I started seeing, these guys, you see them around town coming in and out of the neighborhoods real smooth, quick, buying. I'm like, these dudes are buying tons of real. I'm one of them. I'm buying tons of real estate, never going to the bank. So I'm like, how can I do this? I want to sign me up for this membership. So there's certain people who this is for. Certain people still want to go to the bank and do all that craziness. I'm not mad at you if you want to do that because I did it myself. I'm here to tell you. I do. Bill, not Bill. I have to get a lavalier. I'm working on. I'm working on that right now, brother. I'm working on lavalier, Mike. So sub two, how do we get into these things? Let's go over this very quickly. And when you're ready to sign up, my goal is to give you a ton of value, maximum amount of value, just a little bit of money, right? That is like my new thing. I'm giving you more value than what we're charging you for. So if you want to go ahead and get started, early registration will end today. It ends tonight. So you're going to get into this thing for super, super cheap. Why? Because I love you. And I want you. I think that it is time for my people to get ahead. It's time for my people to get ahead in this thing. We've been locked out of owning real estate for so many years. I'm sick of it. And if you follow my content over the weekend, one of those people that try to lock us out, try to come lock me out again. I'm like, who the hell you think you, Karen, come talk to me? Who you think you talking to, right? So I have to remind myself that I got a lot to lose right? I got a lot to lose nowadays now in my life, and I have to move a little differently. I should have handled that. I should have handled that better. But he's still working on me. I need to do better. So there's a certain population wants to lock us out of owning real estate, right? Just want to lock you out. That ain't for you, right? We can do it, but you can't. So once you learn these strategies, all that goes away. The shackles are broken off, but you got to get trained. Now, how do you get trained? You got to first spend a few dollars. Second, it's going to take some time. So the subject to lease option workshop is in the video description. If you want to get signed up, that the earliest registration ends today. Let's see. Register and video description below. Register and video description below. Did I say that right? All right. Subject to lease option workshop. You can register in the video description right there. There's a little arrow. There's a little finger there pointing to it where you can see it. Did I put it there right? Did I save it? Make sure it's there. We're gonna get to this stuff. I'm getting ready to blow your mind with this. When I found out, I'm like, this is really real. You telling me I can really do this? Okay. Let's see what you got, Chris. Let's see what you got. Let's go there. Close that. Go back there. Okay, let's do it. If you get some, if you do have questions, put them in the chat. I'll answer some of those. So we want to get into these things first with subject to. Why is subject to such a powerful strategy? Subject to the existing financing. I'm going to go over all the definitions and all that on the 2-day workshop, which is Thursday and Friday, right? Why is it such a powerful strategy? It requires no credit. I gotta get a lavalier mic. You're right. It requires you not to turn in tax returns. No application. You don't even have to turn in the application to a bank to buy a house subject to. There's no underwriting process other than the underwriting process on your desk. Okay. If you're self-employed or you own your LLC like I am, you don't have to turn in the profit and loss. There is no appraisal required. You don't have to get a home inspection. There's no bank qualifying in the least. Okay. So the reason this is such a powerful strategy for me, I didn't have an alternative. The bank, when I got all those foreclosures back in 2009, 10, 11, the banks wouldn't loan me any more money. So I had to deploy. First of all, I had to learn, then deploy these strategies that I'm going to be teaching you. And it's going to take some time. And we got a whole bunch of goodies. You're going to meet my lead guy. How do you find this stuff? Well, you're going to meet my lead marketing guy that deals with all my online marketing. Just an amazing individual. What are we doing when we're buying subject to? We're taking over the seller's debt. We're taking over the debt that already exists, right? So it's not like we're going out and qualifying for another loan, right? You're right, Bill. I got a lavalier. We're not going out and qualifying for another loan. The seller has already qualified for the loan. So all we have to do is take over the existing debt. We're not assuming it. I'm going to go real clear into that. We're not assuming any debt. I don't want you signing for no debt. We don't do that in my world. I don't do that mess. We're just taking over the debt that they already acquired. It's in their name. We just keep making the debt payments. We do own the property, so they deed us the property. Loan stays in their name. I need y'all to understand that. And I know it might take a while. See, what I had to understand was money and financing don't go together. Did y'all know that? Did you know that real estate and financing, they aren't together, right? Did you know Bank of America, all the time, they sell loans to different banks? Let me scoot over. Let's do this. We got financing, then we got houses. Financing, the money. Bank of America sells their debt to Wells Fargo. They sell it to Regions Bank. They may sell it to First America. What all CNF Bank? They sell loans all the time while you still own it. Same thing. You can sell the property and they still own the debt. So they're not actually, they don't go together. You can actually control one or the other or both of them. You can control both of them, the money and the house. And that's when things get really interesting. I know Gary V talks about your content on the internet needs to be informational or entertaining. But if you're entertaining and informational, man, that's when stuff gets interesting. So you can buy a house, right? And you can be the owner. The real estate is two things. Or you can Buy and sell it. You can buy and sell a house, you be the owner, or you can buy and sell a house and be the financer. But when you turn into the owner and the financer, that's when things get so much easier for you, player. Woo, things get so much more easy. And they get interesting. You're talking about fun. Make sure y'all can hear me. Can you hear me, Jamal? Okay. All right. So we're getting into these. Why do people do subject to? Why would they sell us a property? Because we do not buy on market conditions. Roundup, we buy on social issues. Let me repeat that. Everybody's saying the market's too high to do subject to. Real estate's too hot. Prices are too high. No one's ever going to sell your property subject to, right? Everybody's saying that. We don't buy based on the market roundup. We buy based on social issues. What do I mean by that? Death, divorce, drug abuse, loss of job, and the biggest one nowadays, job transfer, right? With we're coming out of the virus and all that stuff. Job transfer, people moving around finally, right? So we buy on social issues. So once we get into these things, I need you to understand that we don't do traditional rentals. I'm going to cover how to find these things, how to lock it up with documents. And when you join our 2-day workshop coming up, you're going to get all that docs included in that too. Okay, we're buying it subject to, and we're selling on a lease option unless you live in Texas. If you live in Tejas, you have to sell on seller financing, and we'll cover a little bit of that too. So we're selling on a lease option. What makes lease options so powerful? I don't have to worry about I don't collect security deposits roundup. I don't worry about doing any cleaning. Oh, I misspelled it. I still misspelled it. Darn it. I'm human, y'all. I'm human. CLEAN cleaning. I did my best. Y'all have no idea how hard it is to talk and write on this big old board and not make a mistake. Cleaning. No cleaning. Can y'all see there? No cleaning. We don't do any painting when the tenant moves out. See, let me tell you about a traditional tenant when they move out. If you're a landlord, you want to clean it up, right? You want to clean the carpet or get new carpet. You want to paint it, caulk it all up, change the light fixtures, make sure it's all pretty landscape. I promise y'all, you're hustling backwards if you're doing it like that. I've been there, and I'm not talking about in markets like LA, New York, where the value is $5, $6, $7, $8 million for a rental property. Talking about every town, any town USA, especially if your values are low. Stop doing repairs. You got to stop it, man. You got to train yourself to stop. Oh, man, the tenant moved out. Okay, let's get the team. Spend $5,000 turning it around. Roundup, you're hustling backwards. I was there. Real estate roundup homies. You're hustling backwards if you're doing a bunch of repairs when your tenant moves out. Let the new tenant buyer do the repairs, okay? Well, we're going to get into that stuff. All right. I don't change up the carpet. And the good thing about lease options is there's no missed rents. Chris, what do you mean? There's always missed rents. Let me show you what I mean by that. The reason I don't worry about missed rents is because I've already got a large down payment from the tenant buyer. Okay. So once again, if you're just joining us, I'm opening up my subject to lease option workshop. The registration, early registration ends today. If you go to the video description, is right there below to get signed up. I'm giving you to the rest of the day to enjoy a huge discount. It will go up drastically tomorrow. 2-day virtual workshop this Thursday and Friday. I look forward to seeing you. It is an honor that you allow me to serve you. I feel like a guy. I feel like I'm living a dream. You guys let me serve you. I got a large down payment. Let's say I got 10 grand. Or say you just got 5 out of $100,000 house. At least that's better than a $1,200 security deposit. So you've got 5, 6,000 up front. If they miss a month or two, you got all the money up front. So I don't worry about missed rents when I do lease options. Another thing about lease options, we get above market rents. So we're leasing it with with an option or a lease purchase. They lease it and they get the right to buy the property within a certain time frame. So the above market rents because we rent to bad credit tenants. It's so crazy. When I'm out here in the streets doing business, it's like a fire. When I see a house, I'm like, that house is, I'm envisioning it a fire. I'm running to the house while all the other investors are running away from the house, right? What do I mean by that? I'm looking for people with challenged and ugly and bad credit. Those are my people. They're my homies. That's my peoples, right? And generally speaking, what are most real estate investors looking for? The good credit homies. I'm like, man, I would much rather play in the majority of people. Those are the ones that have challenged credit or ugly or bad or whatever you want to call it. Than the minority of the people that have great credit, stellar credit. Y'all know that. Give me a thumbs up if I'm talking to you today. How many times you ran into somebody, man, I gotta get my credit right. Credit. Gotta get my credit right. So we're looking. Bad credit, that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for you. And you know what's weird? You're looking for me. So when we meet, atom bomb, match made in heaven. How often do you get to meet a guy that wants to do business with bad credit people and a bad credit guy that's out there looking for a house? You talking about? I'm telling y'all, man, it's like magic. Anyway. I hope somebody's taking the stuff we're putting down today. Above market rents, and we get down payments, we get rent, and we get a huge payday on the back end. I got a tenant buyer right now getting ready to cash me out, pay me $70,000 on a house that I sold. I probably sold this house 6 times since I bought it. That's right. I collected, I don't know, maybe 6 to 7 down payments from people. I got above market rents for the last, I don't know, I can't even tell you how many years. And now I'm going to get a payday when he cashes me out, right? It's a good guy. I'm trying to work out the details now. Make sure that he gets it all. Gets that. I'm 19, closing my house a week ago. Who was this? Chill with Joy. I'm 19 and I just closed on my house a week ago. Thanks for all the knowledge. You are welcome. Chill with Joy. I'm happy to be a part of your matriculation. Thank you, Hampton University. Matriculation. Let me know if you want to come on the channel and share that. That is really cool. So this is how we get in. I just think I gotta get a livelier mic. You're right, Bill. This is how we get in them. I'm going to show you how to do subject 2 to get in them, and then it's going to be Thursday. I'm going to go over that step by step. I'm going to show you how to find them, all the documents we're going over, and then Friday I'm going to come back. I'm going to cover how to get out of them with lease options. Stop doing rental repairs. How many of y'all put in there? How many doing rental repairs when the tenant moves out? Oh, we gotta go clean it up, make sure it smells good for the new tenant, fresh paint. I'm like, I'm so sick of it. I sold a house last month with no kitchen, right? Zero kitchen. That don't even sound right. Zero kitchens. Yeah, it doesn't even sound right. I laugh at this because I'm making it sound real crazy because I want you to come over and say, well, I wonder what this lease option thing is about, Chris. What is this about? I want y'all to actually just come along for the ride. What if it were all that we talk about? And you know, I've been in the real estate business since 2004, so I've done it the wrong way. I've done it. I've been there. Traditional tenants, security deposit. They tearing your house up. You got, let's say you get $1,500 security deposit. They're gonna barely cover the painting the unit when they move out. So listen, the subject to lease option workshop is opening right now. I'm so honored to be able to bring this to you. We're going to be starting this Thursday and this Friday. It's 2 days. Subject to lease options, showing you exactly how this stuff works. Somebody's calling me. Oh, paddle sport. Hold on, I'm going. 1 second, y'all. I'm going whitewater rafting tomorrow. This is the whitewater rafting company. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Chris. How's it going?
Good.
So I saw that you did end up booking that trip, which is fabulous. We can't wait to have you with us.
Cool.
I have since combined your trip tomorrow morning with another trip that we had out on the river at the same time that had a lunch option. And so your trip leader just wanted me to get in touch with you to see if you are interested in adding lunch, or just so that you had the option, so you don't just see people out on the river eating wraps and being like, I was never offered this.
Okay.
So the options are hummus or turkey wrap, and it comes with a side of an apple or chips, and it's a $10 add-on charge.
That's fine. Is it for the 3 hours too, or 4 hours?
For the 3-hour tour, yeah. So typically the 4-hour tour has that option, but since they're going to launch with you guys tomorrow, they're going to keep the lunch
Sorry,
for them.
y'all.
They're going on your trip, but they're keeping the lunch on their trip. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were presented with the option if you wanted it.
Okay, we'll take 2 turkey sandwiches. It's fine. I'll give you.
Okay.
Can I get paid when I get there, or do I have to pay right now?
So I have, if you booked online, I would have a card on file, I believe, or you're also welcome to pay in cash when you get there.
I'll just bring cash tomorrow. It's fine.
Okay, perfect. All right, that sounds great.
Okay.
I will make a note of that here.
So this is the whitewater rafting, correct?
Yes.
The one the high. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
no problem. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Guys, I've been dying. I've been dying to go whitewater rafting this summer. I just don't have the time. And my goal next year, I'm going to do a roundup whitewater rafting thing once a month, because I believe that if we go down the river together, maybe we could build some bonds. And man, it's talking about fun. So finally going tomorrow. Where were we at? Subject to lease option workshop. You can register in the video description. We're starting at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time this Thursday, right? And if you want to get the recordings, that's there too. And if you miss it, just make sure you email us. You don't have to actually. If you missed that time, we are recording it, so we'll have it available for you as a training after this now. So I would love to hear from you. Any questions, any Q&A about what you're doing and how I can be of service? Any questions about walking in royalty? I'm thinking about doing my parents' house like this. Good for you. Good for you. Yep. That's actually where it kind of started. Parent dies. Kids want to take over the debt. They keep the loan in the seller's in the parent's name. They keep making the debt. Same concept. Same concept. Good, 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 good. I got that. Jameson Robert. What's good, brother? Been lurking in the shadows. Okay. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, y'all, man. Yep. Let me know. Send us an email. Oh, says, who is this? Useless. Lisa, sorry. Okay, no questions. Good. Okay, roundup. That's all I have for you today. The early registration. I would love to help you cross the fence. What is the main focus when we're thinking about subject to and lease option? What is the main thing that we have to keep in mind? You see, when you're in the system and you go to the banks and you go to lenders and mortgage companies and go get money from these traditional, conventional institutions, there is a cap. There's a maximum. There will be a day, one day, where the lenders say, you know what, mortgage companies, Chris, we ain't gonna loan you no more money. So I want you to understand that the conventional, traditional way is limited. But when you get into sub two lease option creative financing, it is completely unlimited. You can build. I'm not going to say what you can do. What I did. This is how I built my real estate empire. Creative financing ways. A bunch of other things too. Section 8, private money, stuff like that. But when you do these strategies sub two, it's unlimited. Unlimited. There is nobody saying, well, you got 10 houses already. We're not going to qualify you for anymore. And why is it such a great time to be doing this right now? Because the loans that we're going to take over, sub two, are the lowest in the history. Lowest in history. I just bought one. This interest rate that one y'all saw this weekend, 2.75 interest rate. 2.7. So if you learn these strategies and skills and moves and tactics, then you can deploy them when you see them. But the only way you're going to see them and be able to recognize them is if you get trained. You have to get trained on this stuff. You're not going to just walk into a subject to deal. Ain't going to happen. This doesn't happen. These type of deals, you have to be able to recognize them by getting trained what to look for. And if you take over a loan that was originated in the last 2 years, interest rates super low. That's what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not even telling you this is theory. I'm doing doing it and did it. Oh, what up, my man? Oh, yeah, Makai. Hey, out there in Caribbean. Walking in royalty. Should I create an LLC and transfer the deed then? We use land trusts. I'll be going over that, but you can do an LLC. Yes, you can. Joe Hendricks, Casino Man. It's been a while. Hey, what's up, my brother? Got to get back on track. Good for you. Yep, good on track. Fluent in finance. I found a pre-foreclosure in the hood next to me, but he only has $5,000 left on his mortgage. Only has $5,000? Wow, that's cool. I'm thinking he may not be motivated. Hold on. He's in foreclosure and he's only got $5,000 left on the mortgage. Man, you need to get up with him. Probably going to be a challenging deal, but if you get trained, you might be able to make that one work. You got to get trained up on that one because He's got such a small amount. But here's the thing. Remember I told you we buy fluent in finance? We buy based on social issues. We don't buy on market conditions. So if he can't make the mortgage payment, I don't care if it's $5, $500, $50, or $5,000 a month, he can't make the payment. So you get to step in and help him with that. Find out what his motivation is and how you can help him. But don't be giving him no money until he sells you that house. Payment's $995. Wow, yeah, you need to go. You need to be doing sub 2 on that right now, right? Okay, round up. This is it for the. Did I miss something? This is it. Early registration is open. Early registration is open. What's my exit strategy? Lease option, bro. Alec, we just went over this whole thing. Alec, where you been, man? We've been over. We're buying sub 2 and selling on lease option. You messing with me? Alec, good for you. This is round up. Early registration is opening right now for the subject to lease option workshop. 2 days. This Thursday. Register in the video description below. All the information is there. You get a bunch of goodies. My marketing team is going to give you a Facebook ads course. I'm going to get my docs, and all that stuff will be emailed over to you. Let's see, anything else I need to add on this? Let me see. Nope, that's it. Round up, homies. I look forward to seeing you this Thursday. Bring your A game. We're going to be cramming a lot of information in. I need you to get this. No, gone are the days of holding back real estate ownership from my people. Once you get this subject to stuff, once you get this stuff down, you can write your own ticket. I live in a house right now. I live in the property that I bought subject to. I bought it. I took over the seller's debt. I continued to make the mortgage payments and until we paid it off. Was that tax deductor? Register for the workshop. Yep, get the ads course. We'll email that all to you this week. All right, round up, homies. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much. Make sure you take a second to subscribe to the channel, like the content, and smash that like button. Share this stuff. Share it with somebody that needs to know, how do you do this stuff? I want to be a homeowner. I want to own some rental property. Banks won't qualify me. Creative financing, y'all. All right. See you at the workshop. Peace.